71441. Yeah. Not now. Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Being Healthy, Stimulating Healthy Lifestyles with Dr. Wanda Mott, Bees Girls Foundation, and of course, Sassy Ladies and the Links. We're so excited you're here. Why don't you share? Why don't you tell somebody we're on so we can get our numbers up? So go ahead and like and share, like and share, like and share. Let's see who's going to be the first one to like and share. The first person to get on. I'm watching it from my phone. So let's see, who do we have on? So let's make sure we're sharing and liking and sharing. We're going to take a few minutes for you all to do that. Like and share. I'm trying to watch my phone and watch the computer at the same time. Hey, Dr. Mott.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How about you?
Just fantastic. Thank you.
Good. We do have some people joining in. So everybody who's joining in, make sure you like and share. Like and share. We're going to give you a few minutes. It's kind of like what we do when we're at the East Campus. We're fellowshipping during this time, making sure everybody knows everybody. So this is kind of like the virtual fellowship. So your virtual fellowship is like and share.
That sounds great.
Like and share, like and share. So it's I see a few people joining in. I know there are many more out there that need to join in. Yay. Good morning, Muriel. Let's see how I can fix this over here where it'll sit up. Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So today's going to be good, Dr. Mott. I'm excited.
Yes, I think we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Yes, every first Saturday, we're just having a great time. And I'm just hoping that everybody will listen in and certainly come on and really enjoy and take on this information. We're going to have a great time.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, we're going to cook.
We're also on YouTube as well as Facebook.
All right.
So we've got people watching from both platforms. And so those of you who are coming in, make sure you like and share. Tell somebody we're on and make sure you share with someone else. This is a community outreach, so everybody can get an opportunity to be on. I love the fact that we're doing it virtual, because when we do it virtual, that means it opens up to a whole different audience than just the people who are coming to the East Campus. So make sure you like and share. Hi, Kimmy. I think it's Kimmy Ruth. I see you on. Make sure you share it. Muriel's on. Tamika is on. So make sure you all share it with others. Yay.
That's great.
Yep.
That is great. It really is opening up an avenue for us to really share this with a lot more people, and a lot more people get informed. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Tina. It's time to work on your health. That's right. Thank you, Tina, for joining.
Yeah, Tina.
I'm trying to figure out how I can see the comments from YouTube at the same time, but my tech people are all doing other stuff, so I'm not going to bother them with that. So,
all right.
Today's should be good. I'm excited about learning about healthy eating, especially in the midst of this pandemic. Since we're not eating out. Yes.
Going the other way. That is not what we would like to do.
No, we want to stay healthy.
We want to stay healthy.
Yes, eat right, be healthy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I at the beginning of the pandemic, I said I refuse to have weight gain after COVID is over. So I've been doing good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Because it takes an effort. It takes a consistent effort. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so Dustin just told me what to do so I can see the comments. Okay, got it. Cynthia is watching. I see Betty Butler's watching. Wanda Ray is watching. Sheila's watching. Make sure you all like and share. Rose is watching. I see John Roby is watching. Kay Smith is watching. Vera is watching. Alfreda is watching. Cheryl's watching. Cheryl's always watching. Always good to see you, Cheryl. Somebody said the struggle is real. Grace, I'm glad you're watching, because we don't want it to be a struggle. We want you to be able to handle it.
Yes.
Yes. So we're excited. Yep. Everybody's sending me messages. Thank you, Prashia, for the message. I got it. It's working now. I can see all the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Tina sent me a message as well. So looks like we got a good audience of people watching us now. So we're going to keep liking and sharing, everybody. Keep liking, sharing. Dr. Mott, you want to just talk a little bit about what
Sure.
Stimulating Healthy Lifestyle is all about for people who are on for the first time, so they'll know what's happening.
So welcome to Stimulating Healthy Lifestyles with Bees Girls Foundation and with Sassy Ladies. We are the Missouri City chapter of Links Incorporated, the Health and Human Services facet. We're all working together to improve the health of our community. Here on these first Saturdays each month, we're getting together to change the lives of our families and to begin to get informed on how, from diseases like hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and cancer, we can decrease that risk in our families, because most of those diseases are preventable. So today, we're talking about something that's near and dear to all of us, especially since we've been dealing with the pandemic, as Pastor Bridget was saying. Because we've been eating things that we shouldn't have been eating, and people have been gaining weight because we're not as active. And certainly we're approaching the holidays, so we have even more foods that we need to deal with. So our diet is extremely important. Our family's diet every day affects their health. So today we're learning about preparing delicious meals, even during difficult times, and making our holidays happy, family fun, despite the pandemic. We're going to learn also about Donor Sabbath. This is the weekend for Donor Sabbath, and African Americans particularly are on many lists for organ system donation. So we're going to learn a lot of things that will help our health, and we're going to do that each first Saturday of the month, and you will get those emails. But please try to sign up with Bees Health, and you can go to the 71441 number to sign up each month. So we look forward to it. Let's see what we're going to learn. Let's start with LaShawn Ham. She is a native Chicagoan, and LaShawn is the founder of LaShawn's Healthy Habits. It's a health platform that encompasses the approach to holistic health habits and awareness for overall dietary consumption. Her website, which is LaShawnHealthyHabits.com, provides expert advice, consultations, health guides, and an 8-week Healthy Habits program to help people live their lives with true bliss. LaShawn graduated with honors from Texas Southern University with a Bachelor's of Science in Sports Management and completed courses in nutrition, health, and kinesiology. She also has a certification in holistic nutrition and plans to continue to expand her knowledge and certainly her reach throughout the globe. Let's begin with the information that LaShawn has for us on healthy habits. LaShawn?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are y'all doing this morning? It's so exciting to be here.
Great.
We're doing great. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. So I'm going to share my healthy habits with you all this morning, and I have a presentation for you to see. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Perfect. So LaShawn's Healthy Habits. We're going to be talking about COVID-19 stress eating and healthy snacking habits so that you can live a balanced life throughout homeschooling mainly. So I'm LaShawn Ham. I'm the founder of LaShawn's Healthy Habits, and I started my Healthy Habits platform for the overall bliss of wanting to be healthy and living a super joyful life. So to start off, healthy snacking is better for you than snacking on things such as Doritos, Skittles, cupcakes, and things of that nature. You want to practice healthy snacking, and I'm going to tell you why. So I know that COVID-19 has made eating at home convenient and luxurious, in that it's super convenient to go for the first snack that you have at home, which is probably your cookies, your Oreo, that you practice yourself to have healthy snacks at home while you're balancing classes and waking up in the morning. Because I know that a lot of you as teens and teenagers and middle schoolers are still adjusting to. You have to, because that's very important. But in between those meals, you have to have snacks. So I'm going to tell you a few snacks that you should not. You should not focus on having snacks such as Doritos, Skittles, cupcakes. Some of my favorite snacks and Fantas are so healthy snacks to have. While you're in between classes, while your teachers are allowing for you. Now, my favorite, which is the homemade fruit bar. That's super easy and simple to make, and you can just ask your parents to get and go to your local grocery store and get some of your favorite fruits, and you'll be able to make it super easy. You can have a fruit salad, which is really good, and smoothies are great as well and filling. So when you think about your daily habits and what you're doing in between, you'll realize that eating healthier snacks like the trail mix, a homemade, so that you're curbing those sweet cravings that we usually have, and you're also eating and practicing healthy habits, and then also eating the snacks in moderation. So I have a few of LaShawn's healthy tips for exercise. Things have changed. I do know that things have definitely changed with not being in school, not being active, not having PE, but you can still go get your sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, mom, and things to do at home. Sleep. It's super important to get sleep. If you do not get sleep, you will not be able to complete your schoolwork, hang out with your friends, be able to have enjoy TikToks and your friends, and all of these super fun things, and also binging it with Netflix at night. But you also have to make sure that you have to be every day. Also, you need to eat breakfast. And you're functioning, you're thinking it's okay, but you don't really have energy to do after school. So you should eat breakfast, and you should eat a huge bowl. So I have tips on how parents can help your teens. Parents, you need to realize that the power of the progress and power of your teen's health is literally in your hands, and you should start off with giving cooking lessons. Now, I know that may seem challenging if you're a parent that doesn't necessarily cook as often, but you'll see how intimate your relationship becomes with your teen because you're able to take out time with them and gain a health bond with them, which is ultimately super nurturing. So you take out time with them, give them cooking lessons because for one, the habits that your teen practices now and that they learn with you, if they eat out often, if they choose not to cook at home and they choose to eat out often, they'll take that into their adulthood. And once they take it into their adulthood, those are just their habits. And we want to practice healthy habits. You want to keep healthy snacks as well. So if you keep healthy snacks at home, you allow for your family to open up a whole new world to nutrition. If you're keeping healthy snacks and maintaining a balanced diet, you're providing nutritious meals for your teen, and you're providing a lifestyle of health regimens for them that will impact their children and then their children and then their children. So it's really important to keep healthy snacks. Set a firm foundation. I hope that is not intimidating if you feel like you already have set a firm foundation, but you have to offer your children healthy food choices and vegetables every day so that most of their meals are healthy. And then if you have time and you have space at home, grow a garden. It's super intimate. It's super fun. It teaches you how to prepare your own meals, and you also gain the nutrition skills that you will need in order to survive day to day when you are on your own one day. Keep the lines of communication open. Now, parents, you have to allow for your teen to be able to feel like they can come talk to you about the issues that they may be having with their body. And a lot of the snacking habits and stress eating that they're partaking in. Now, again, we're in the midst of COVID-19, so students are really stressed out with maybe not going back to school for a whole year and seeing their friends. It's really impactful on them. So you got to make sure that you keep the lines of communication open, and please, please, please don't judge them. Don't judge them. Don't focus on how they look, but focus on their health, because that's how you will allow for them to be more comfortable and open with their diet and allowing for them to live a healthier life ultimately. And that's the goal. Now, to keep in touch, I am on Facebook, Instagram, and you can email me. You can find me on Facebook at LaShawn's Healthy Habits, and you can find me on Instagram at LaShawn's Healthy Habits, but with an @. And then you can email me at LaShawn'sHealthyHabits.com. Thank you all so much. I'm so excited to help you live a better journey and to practice healthy habits so that we can live longer, be stronger, be healthier as a people, as family members, and taking care of ourselves and teaching our family and friends great habits to survive longer.
Great. That was great information.
Thank you.
Yes, so we're going to do question and answers toward the end. So everybody who has questions, LaShawn will be back and she'll be answering questions toward the end as well. So I saw a couple of people comment that they're overloading on the healthy snacks. So we'll definitely have to talk about that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can overdo anything.
Right.
Yes. All right. So Kaylin Henderson is going to join us next, and she's going to give us information on the healthy plate, on what America is actually recommending for us, okay, as our daily intake and what our plate should actually look like. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hope everyone is doing well. So I'm hoping that you're seeing the healthy plate that is up on your screen. Is there a healthy plate showing on your screen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. So
there it is.
There it is.
Yes, it's on the screen.
Great. So I'm going to be talking about how do we incorporate our 5 food groups into our daily lives. So you might be asking, how do I make a healthy plate out of the 5 food groups? The right mix of food from these groups can help you be healthier now and in the future. Eating healthy is a journey shaped by many factors, including our stage of life, our situations, our preferences, our access to food, our cultures, traditions, and the personal decisions that we make over time. So how do we incorporate dairy into this lifestyle? So on the healthy plate image, dairy was a blue circle kind of far to the right. And so it says dairy over to the right. So it shows it as a side to your meal, like a glass of milk. But dairy can be a part of your meal, like a cheese quesadilla. My daughter loves cheese quesadillas, and they're very quick and easy to make. And she actually helps me when I make them. Or you can serve it as a dessert. Yogurt with fresh fruit or a fruit smoothie made with low-fat milk makes for great desserts. So remember to keep dairy items on your shopping list. Keep a list of those dairy items that your family likes, and such as milk or low-fat yogurt. And if your family doesn't like milk, you could have them drink soy milk or almond milk as an alternative. So how do I get protein onto my plate? You want to mix up your protein foods by trying lean meat and poultry, such as or seafood, beans, peas, or nuts, and add a few nuts to your meal or snack. Nuts are a good source of protein. Keep your serving size small when you're thinking about things like that. 1 ounce of almonds is about 20 to 24 nuts. Or you can try peanut butter on apple slices, or celery, or 100% whole grain crackers. Remember to buy protein foods like beans, peas, and eggs. Proteins help our muscles recover after sports activities such as running or even playing. It also helps to build your muscle and provide energy to our bodies. But we always want to remember to keep your food safe. Wash your hands, utensils, and cutting boards before and after contact with raw meat, poultry, seafood, or eggs. So how do we get those wonderful, colorful veggies onto our plates? Vegetables are one of the largest sections on the myplate.gov image. And so, the reason that vegetables are a large portion of that, so they take up a large portion of your plate because they provide many of the vitamins and minerals that we need for good health. Everyone can benefit from eating more vegetables. Find ways to add vegetables to most meals and snacks to help your family get the nutrition they need. Serve different types of vegetables, like your dark green vegetables, such as broccoli, spinach, or your leafy lettuces. Or try the wonderful arrangement of different colors of red and orange vegetables, red peppers, tomatoes, carrots, and sweet potatoes. Or other vegetables such as cauliflower, zucchini, squash, or even corn. Make half of your plate vegetables and the other half of your plate with fruits. Serve veggies as a part of your family's meal. Offer carrot sticks or even cucumber slices as a snack. Spice up your vegetables with various herbs and seasonings. Vegetables contain lots of fiber, which keep our digestion moving and help us to feel full. So how do we get those fruits onto our plates? Eating a variety of fruits every day adds vitamins and minerals and fiber to our meals and snacks. Some different types of fruits that you might like to incorporate are apples, bananas, again, bananas with peanut butter or apples with peanut butter, oranges, dried fruits such as raisins, cranberries, or even prunes. I love adding raisins and cranberries to my oatmeal in the morning, and sometimes I even have it as a midday snack. So you want to put different types of fruits on your shopping list. You can look for fresh, frozen, or even canned and dried fruits at the store. You want to focus on fruit during your mealtime. A lot of people don't think you can have fruit with your dinner. They only think fruit can maybe be a snack or maybe only for breakfast, but it really can be incorporated into all 3 of your meals. You can slice bananas on 100% whole wheat breakfast cereal or place apple slices in a peanut butter sandwich for lunch. You can add canned peaches or even raisins to a salad at dinner time. And younger children can kind of get involved with picking out what kind of fruits they want. They can help pick fruits for family meals and snacks. Sean mentioned earlier in her presentation, you really want to keep healthy snacks around in your home, such as making fruit easy to see and eat. Keep a bowl of fruit like apples, oranges, or bananas on the kitchen counter for quick snacks. At our house, we keep lots of the little mandarin oranges and we keep bananas in a little bowl. And my daughter loves to be able to go and get the oranges and peel them for herself. So that's one way that we're incorporating fruits into our daily lifestyles. So you want to make sure you fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables during meals, because again, fruits contain fiber and lots of vitamins to keep us healthy. Vitamin C is found in most fruits, and it helps to keep our immune system strong and helps to fight cold and other illnesses. So how do we get those grains? That's our last item on our plate. So how do we get those onto our plate every evening? So you want to make at least half your grains whole grains. Use whole grain bread in sandwiches, or you can mix brown rice with vegetables. Or you can use whole wheat pasta with dishes like spaghetti. And I promise you, the family won't even know that you're using whole wheat pasta. Eat whole grains to keep you on track. Many whole grains provide health benefits like fiber, which helps to keep our body regular. Try whole grains for breakfast, such as whole wheat cereal, oatmeal, or whole grain waffles. So you might be asking, what about whole grain snacks? How can I incorporate that into my daily lifestyle? Popcorn. Popcorn is a great snack when made with little or no butter or salt. It is a great and easy snack to have, especially when the kids are coming off of virtual school, or even if they're going in person and they're coming home and wanting to grab something. Like LaShawn said, we don't really want to grab those Doritos or those Cheetos. We do some popcorn. Really great alternative to a healthy snack. So can you guess which organ gets first dibs on energy? If you guess the brain, then you're right. Our brain is the leader for every function. Anytime you answer a question at school or remember to do something, you can thank the grain group for that. They are the brain food on our plate. So some things to take away from plating your healthy plate is to really try to challenge your family to have dinners together and to include all 5 food groups on your dinner plate. When selecting fruits and vegetables, remember to focus on the rainbow. The more color, the better. Talk with your children and your family members about what's on the menu. What's on the menu for breakfast, what's on the menu for lunch, and what's on the menu for dinner. Make sure that they know all the foods that are included in each of those menu options. So remember to try hard every day to have a healthy and colorful plate when you're having dinner. So I now would like to introduce the next speaker. So our next speaker is from Sankofa Corner. Sankofa Corner is the vision of a naturopathic practitioner who one day was inspired in her laboratory. I think we all have laboratories at our house, which is also her kitchen, to create synergistically handcrafted juices to help aid in the elimination of toxins in our body. After suffering from intense health conditions, Latoya has become an advocate for holistic health that serves her community by education of the healing powers of raw juices, healthy weight loss management, and lifestyle changes. Today, she operates Sankofa Corner Juicery, located in 3rd Ward, Houston, changing lives through the practice of juice detoxing. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Again, my name is Latoya Martin, and I am the owner of Sankofa Corner Juicery. And I'm just so excited for this opportunity to share my personal testimony that turned into my passion today. Today, I'll be speaking on the amazing benefits of juicing. And so before we get started, I'd like to share my screen with you. So bear with me while I get that set up for you guys. I want to make sure that everyone can see and hear me clearly. So in the comments, let me see a thumbs up or yes to make sure that you can see me while I get this shared. Okay. Hold on one more second. Up, stop sharing. Okay, want to make sure that everyone can see me, or not see me, but see the screen here. And if so, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so we're going to talk about Juice Detox 101. If you're new to juicing, if you're an experienced juicer, this should be very informative for you today. All additional information, if you have any questions about Sankofa Corner, I'll be able to ask at the end of the presentation or at the end of our event today. But today we're going to talk about removing toxins out of the body, one juice cleanse at a time. But before we get into the fun stuff, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the owner of Sankofa Corner Juicery, where we specialize in health and wellness through natural fresh pressed juices, natural detox teas, and lemonades. All of our juices are raw, meaning there are no preservatives or added sugars. I am by profession a naturopathic practitioner. I help clients transition from a toxic-filled life to a more holistic lifestyle regimen. I love spending time in nature. I am a health and wellness advocate. Here at Sankofa Corner, we promote a lifestyle by using wisdom passed down from our ancestors through educating the youth and the old to build community unity, grow economically, and thrive together for a healthier future. It doesn't matter where you are in the world or if you're 2 or 102 years old, it's never too late to return to nature. Today, we'll be talking about introduction of detoxification. What is a detox? The benefits of a juice detox. And it says 16, but it's really 15 signs of a detox that your body is telling you it's time, and a juicing demonstration. So first, we're going to ask the question, what is a juice detox? Detoxification is the elimination of toxins in our body that have accumulated over years from exposure to external and internal sources. Imagine if you lived in a small place. What would it be like if you could only remove 20% of the trash you brought in? What would it feel like to be in that same space after a week? What about a month? Now imagine a whole year. How does it feel to be in that space now? This is how your cells feel when they cannot release waste. Detoxing your cells will improve your ability to absorb nutrients and eliminate waste. It will also stabilize and improve your energy. During a juice detox or a cleanse, you will improve your health, increase your energy, and eliminate waste that causes disease, weight gain, and cravings. When your body cannot eliminate waste properly, it becomes acidic and just plain old toxic. When it becomes acidic and toxic, your blood and your cells slow down. When this happens, your body starts to slow down and also breaks down. There are 3 reasons why toxins build up in your body. 1, you take in more than you can eliminate, either food or lifestyle. This inhibits your body from being able to fully recover. 2, toxins in our food, our environment, and our thoughts create waste our body cannot use. And 3, an overly acidic diet allows microorganisms such as yeast, mold, and funguses, and produces mycotoxins in our body, which makes more toxins. Toxins are stored in your cells. The quality of your life comes down to the quality of your cells. Now, healthy cells, of course, because they are vital to all life, they have basic needs for their survival. Essentially, there are 4 things cells need to not only to survive, but to thrive. 1, we need oxygen. 2, water, the most abundant source in the body. And 3, nutrition. Also, 3 ways the cells can die can be lack of oxygen, 2, disturbance of the electrical field of the cells, and 3, a physical rupture to the cells. Your blood transports oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and eliminates waste. Your lymph system works closely with the circulatory system as it detoxes and returns tissue fluid to the blood and destroys toxins that enter your body. Your body has 3 times more lymph fluid than blood. Detoxes or juice detoxes are designed to help you improve the quality of your cells by improving how your cells receive oxygen, water, and nutrients, and how your cells eliminate waste. It is my belief that our beloved Creator designed us to be whole. Sankofa Corner is symbolic to 1 Thessalonians 5:23. And may God himself, the God of peace, sanctify you through and through. May your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Next, we're going to talk about the benefits of the juice detox. With a juice detox, you can experience weight loss, more energy, better and elimination, fewer symptoms of chronic illness, improved concentration and mental clarity, less congestion and fewer allergy-related systems, less joint pain, less fluid retention, increased sense of peace and relaxation, enhanced sleep, better looking skin, and brighter eyes. Your body speaks to you all the time. Do you really listen to it? Now let's talk about 15 signs that it's time for a detox. 1, you crave sugar often. Sugar cravings are a huge sign that something is off. A diet filled with processed foods can put your blood sugar and hormones on a roller coaster ride, leaving you begging for more junk. Doing a detox and focusing on whole, clean food sources will get these hormones back on track by providing your body with the nutrients that are currently lacking. 2, you have digestive distress. This is one of the most obvious signs that you need a complete diet overhaul, and a detox can do just that. Constipation, diarrhea, bloating, and gas are not only uncomfortable, they're the last things that should be happening if everything is functioning the way it should be. Hit the reset button with the detox and give your gut a break. 3, seasonal allergies are a regular occurrence. If you have a weak gut microbiome, you'll also have a weak immune system. And since your sinuses are just an extension of your digestive system, it makes sense that gut health and chronic allergies would go hand in hand. 4, you eat healthy, but don't feel healthy. Maintaining a clean diet doesn't mean you never need to detox. Even the healthiest foods can aggravate and flare a person up. Eliminating certain foods for a period of time can give your gut and the rest of your body a break. Detoxing can also fuel your body with powerful superfoods that can help eliminate harmful toxins that build up over time and contribute to health problems. 5, your skin isn't clear. Toxin and chemical buildup doesn't do us any favors when it comes to the health and appearance of our skin. An overload of toxins can hinder the functions of your liver, which is your body's main detoxifying organ, and lead to buildup. Since your skin is also responsible for eliminating waste through sweat, all those problems can creep up to the surface in the form of acne, rashes, and inflammation. 6, you are constantly fatigued. Persistent fatigue may be a deeper problem, also known as adrenal fatigue. This occurs when your brain and adrenal glands are not communicating well due to elevated cortisol levels because of toxin buildup, stress, inflammation, and gut hormone imbalances. 7, you feel foggy. If you lack the ability to focus or struggle to remember various details on a regular basis, you're dealing with a brain fog. When your brain can eliminate toxins fast enough, they build up in your body and increase inflammation. Too much inflammation damages your protective blood-brain barrier and leads to what we call leaky brain syndrome. A detox or a juice cleanse can start to flush out toxins to relieve the inflammatory oxidative stress in the hypothalamus of the brain so that you can finally start thinking more clearly. 8, you're experiencing regular joint pain. Chronic ongoing inflammation can do a number on your muscles and joints. If you are constantly sore, stiff, and achy, especially if you aren't pushing yourself to the gym, it's a big red flag for inflammation. 9, you're constantly stressed. Not all detoxes need to be a food-based. Stress is a huge contributing factor to all sorts of health issues and can even trigger autoimmune conditions and bigger mental health problems like depression. While a food-related cleanse can also be fantastic to help relieve the physical contributors to stress, sometimes you just need to put aside stimuli on mute and recharge your mental state. 10, the idea of detox makes you want to cry. If just the thought of having to give up your current eating style makes you want to cry, you may be dealing with an unhealthy emotional attachment to your food. Instead of looking at food as essential fuel for a healthy body, it can be used as either a reward or punishment. Doing the detox can be one way to see if your eating habits have emotional roots. And only then can you start to identify your relationship with food and begin to take steps forward. 11, you are struggling with your weight. This sign is very, very common and most popular. I always tell clients, we need to get healthy to lose weight, not to lose weight to get healthy. Your immune is a vast collection of all different strains of bacteria. And without the proper balance of good bacteria, bad bacteria starts to take over. And this leads to big problems like inflammation and slowed metabolism. Take a time out and start healing your gut. 12, your hormones are out of whack. Adrenal fatigue, menstrual disorders, and weight loss resistance are all big hormonal problems. Each of these hormonal issues can be traced back to chronic inflammation, which can be due to toxins and other inflammatory foods in your diet. The next sign is 13, if you smell. You know that expression, you are what you eat? Well, in this case, you reap what you eat. Your body is always working to eliminate toxins, and body odor is just one sign that your body is trying to cleanse itself. Excessive body odor and bad breath are sure signs toxins have reached an unhealthy level. So put down the deodorant stick and pick up some green juice instead. Number 14, your sleep patterns are all messed up. Irregular sleep patterns can be due to underlying hormonal issues and also fatigue, which I mentioned above. You will be also getting full 8 hours in no time once you start getting to bring your inflammation and toxins level down. And number 15, you're depressed and anxious. Lingering feelings of depression and anxiety often stem from inflammation. Leaky brain starts to wreak havoc by triggering an inflammatory autoimmune response against your brain and nervous tissue. When you start to decrease inflammation by cutting things out of your diet, you may find that you start to feel a sense of calm. In the next part of my presentation, I'll also be demonstrating a pre-recorded juicing demonstration where I am able to provide a healthy metal juice recipe for you all. This recipe promotes weight loss and also toxin removal hidden from fat cells. The ingredients that you'll need will be 5 apples, 5 Granny Smith apples, 1 cucumber, 1 bunch of cilantro, half of lime, and a handful of spinach. Apples are great for the digestive tract. This contains a lot of fiber. Cucumber promotes weight loss. Spinach is high in antioxidants, which may reduce blood pressure. Cilantro acts as a heavy metal binding agent, which binds heavy metals hidden in the fat cells and pushes out toxins through the digestive tract. And the lime is great for an alkalining agent to be able to alkaline your body's pH from acidic to more alkaline. Return back to nature. That's what we're doing. Okay, now before you get started with any juicing, you always want to wash your fruit and vegetables very good. To do so, you're going to need a scrubber and some soap. I always use Dr. Bronner soap because it always gets the film off and it takes off pesticides from your fruit and vegetables. Next, we're going to talk about the recipe, what's going to go inside the juice. We have apples, we have cucumber, you have some cilantro, spinach, and lime. All of these ingredients are going to help push out toxins out of the body, especially our key component is cilantro here. It is the heavy binding herb that binds toxins from the body. Depending on the size of the mouth feeder of the juicer, you want to cut your fruit and vegetables into small portions. My juicer is not as big, or the feeder is not as big as normal residential size juicers, and so we tend to slice up or dice up our fruit and vegetables before we actually prepare a juice. Now that your vegetables are cut up, let's get ready to juice. After you juice, you should have some pulp. This pulp could be thrown out or it could be used, recycled as some compost for your garden or maybe something to bake in. And we have our final product, 16 ounces of raw pressed juice. This juice is going to promote weight loss, toxin removal from the body, and also energy throughout the day. Check us out at sankofacorner.com. Thanks. Yes. So thank you all for for allowing me to present my demonstration today. You can learn more about different detox recipes at sankofacorner.com. If you are interested in actually becoming a new client, we do have subscription available to where you can subscribe each month and get a juice cleanse to help you remove toxins from the body. Again, I'm very thankful for this opportunity, for being able to share this time and space with you all. I hope the best of your wellness journey. I'm going to go ahead and give it off to the presenter now. Thank you.
Hello. All right. Thank you so much. Certainly, we learned a tremendous amount there, and we have an opportunity to do some not only healthy snacks, but also juicing, and all of that gives us an opportunity to do much more healthy things. So we're going to take a time out now. We've had a lot of education. So let's take some fun time. This is Tiffany Hatchett, and she's going to show us how to have some fun with the information that we just got.
Well, hello, everyone. And I hope you, like me, have learned a tremendous wealth of information about how to live our best and healthy lifestyles. So we're going to have a little fun right now, and we're going to test your memory. We're going to play a game called Memory Hunt. And I will ask 3 questions about the content that we've just learned. And so we will be monitoring the chat, and I'm pulling that up here. And so the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat will win a prize. Okay? Simple rules. Let's get ready to test your memory. So first up, we heard from LaShawn Ham. Fantastic information about eating healthy, snacking healthy, great information there. So here's my first question. What type of snacks did LaShawn Ham tell us to avoid? First to answer correctly wins. And put your answer in the chat. I don't see an answer yet. So Bridget Hillard is our first winner with processed foods, as well as the tag is Koila66 with candy. So very good, very good. Okay, looks like you guys are getting a hang of this. So the next speaker was Kaylin Henderson, and she taught us all about the healthy plate. She gave us a visual. She even gave us a website that we could reference to ensure that we are portioning correctly and having the proper foods on our plate. So what two food groups did Kaylin tell us should comprise the largest portion of our plate? So which two food groups should take up the most space on our well-portioned plates? Checking the chat here. So perfect. We have the first up, we have Cynthia with vegetables, and we have Candace with fruits and veggies as well. And if you can tell, guys, we're picking one winner from each platform just in case there's a time delay. So congrats, Cynthia Hammett, and congrats, Candace Rogers. And then our final question for this segment comes from the segment on detoxing and juicing, okay, from Latoya Martin. So tell me, she gave us a lot of benefits to detoxing. So who's the first person to tell me a benefit to juicing and detoxing? Okay, checking the chat. You guys are good with your memories, by the way. Waiting for the answers to come in. And here we go. We have Candace again. My goodness, Candace. Candace Rogers with weight loss. And we'll go here with Andrea Sanders with weight loss and clear skin. So congrats to all of our winners. We will have one more opportunity towards the end of the program to test your memory again. And so now we have more great information to come. We are now going to hear and see two videos. The first will be on the Donor Sabbath and the importance of organ donation, especially within the African American and minority communities. And then next we will get to relax with some chair yoga, which I so need to reduce some stress and tension we've all been feeling lately. So please enjoy these videos, and we have more to come even after that. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Chance, and I'll be guiding you in a chair yoga practice. This practice is meant to create energy and get your blood flowing to counter the stagnant position of our body when we're sitting in a chair, especially for long periods of time. Let's begin our practice. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Press the palm of your hands together, and as you exhale, draw your arms down to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up, but at the top, hold your hands together. Interlace your fingertips, leaving your index fingers pointed up. Take a deep breath in, exhale and bend to your right. Hold for 1 breath. Take a deep breath in, bend deeper towards your right. Return to center. Deep breath in, exhale as you bend to your left. Hold for 1 breath. Take a deep breath in, bend a little deeper towards that left side. Return to center. Release your hands, drop that right arm behind your back, and clasp your right elbow with your left hand. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulders. Release your arms, take the same pose on the opposite side. Release your hands, and with your right hand, gently place it on the top of your head and draw your right ear to your shoulder. Feeling a stretch in the left side of your neck, where we tend to hold tension. Release. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Sometimes when we're sitting in position, we hold our head in a weird position, so it's good to be mindful of our neck muscles and periodically stretch them. Release your hand down by your side. Another area where we might hold tension or create stress in our body is in our shoulders. You may not realize it, but oftentimes your shoulders might be held in like a shrug position. And we want to be mindful of that and relax them down. So the easiest way to do that is on an inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, rotating your shoulders down and back. Let's do that again. Inhale, raising your shoulders. Exhale, draw your shoulders down and back. One more time. Inhale, draw your shoulders up. Exhale, releasing your shoulders down and back. Extend your right arm forward. Lift that palm up. And with your left hand, extend your fingers back towards your body. Stretching the palm of your hand and your wrist. This is another area of the body that's overworked. Just like our neck and shoulders, we do a lot with our hands, especially if we're working on the computer. Release and take the opposite side. And so it's good to be mindful of our hands as well and stretch them periodically. You might notice the muscles here are a little tender when you're just doing this simple pose. And then to counter that, we're just going to shake our wrists and our hands out. Which, doing this simple pose, is creating blood flow. We're creating energy that our body needs to maintain and function. And release your hands down by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Plant that left foot in the ground, lift your right leg up, and cross your ankle over your left knee. Sweep your arms up, take a deep breath in, exhale and twist towards your right side. So you're gonna open your arms up towards the right, creating a deep stretch in your hip. Inhale as you return to center. Release that ankle from your knee and counter it by doing the same pose on the opposite side. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist towards your left hand side. Hold for 1 breath, and then return to center. We'll do that same pose again, so cross your right ankle over your left knee. Take a deep breath in, and exhale as you twist open towards your right. Inhale, return to center. Switch legs, and then exhale as you open towards your left. Come back to center. Let's build some heat. This time we're going to be mindful and focus our breath with our movement. So on an inhale, you're going to keep your arms up, engage your core, spine long and tall. And on an exhale, twisting just from your torso. And then inhaling, coming back to center.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope everybody was able to participate and certainly enjoy that stretching. Those stretches really make a difference in the morning. You might want to try them in the morning before you start off your day. And certainly at night before you go to bed, that will help you tremendously. We want to also go ahead, and I promised you some information on cooking since we're going into the holidays. So we have Chef Tim here available for us, and certainly he works and has worked with the American Heart Association in cooking healthy meals for our lifestyle, for the foods that we like to eat. And he has certainly lots of things on his website as well. But I'd like to introduce him to you so you can see some of the meals that he is preparing. Chef Tim, take it away.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
I'm trying to be my own photographer at the same time while I'm cooking. So
thank you so much.
So welcome to Cooking and Healthy with Chef Tim. The holidays are coming up, so we want to focus on cooking and healthy. I will give you some tips, and we will talk about sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are diabetic sweet potato. They're healthy, but most time we only think about two recipes. Either it's mashed sweet potatoes, or a baked sweet potato. So I have here a few recipes that you can go on my website. It's 3 different dishes that you can make with sweet potatoes. One is a baked sweet potato with collard greens, turkey bacon, and topped with Parmesan cheese. And then the other, we can use that as an entree. As for a drink, we have the sweet potato and collard green smoothie. Trust me, it's good. With some frozen peaches inside. And then we also have a side dish, and we call this the black bean and sweet potato side dish. It gives you a little different creation as far as having something different on your menu. Now, let's talk about, hold on, let me fix my camera. Okay, so 4 keys that I want to cover for healthy cooking. First thing we want to do is we want to reduce our sodium for the holidays. Now, how do we reduce our sodium? We cut the salt. One thing that we can do, we can use no salt seasonings. That's best when we cooking. And I have 3 different seasons. That's my seasoning. You can also get more information on the website. I have Chef Tim Herb Dust, original blackened with just Cajun, and we have the lemon herb dust. All these seasonings are sodium free, all natural, and you can use them on anything and everything. Now, let's do a quick demonstration. Move my junk out the way here. Give me some room. So today, what I will make is mashed sweet potatoes. Now, these are not your grandma's sweet potatoes, but they will keep you alive a little longer. So first thing we want to do is most time when we cook sweet potatoes, we boil the sweet potatoes. I recommend that you try to stay away from the boiling because you take the nutritional value out of it. So what we want to do is we want to roast our sweet potato because sweet potatoes have a natural sugar. And when you want to keep all the natural ingredients that we use when we cooking and eating, so we can put that back in our body. So we have a whole roasted sweet potato. We're gonna put that in a bowl here. Now, most time when you make your mashed sweet potatoes at home, you load it up with sugar, syrup, butter. Well, we're gonna make it a little bit different today, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some fresh squeezed orange juice. Take some cinnamon. And if you like nutmeg, I like fresh nutmeg. We're just gonna grind a little nutmeg inside of it. And when I talk about a natural sugar would be your honey or maple syrup or molasses. Add a little honey to it for your sweetness. Now, instead of using butter, I want to use sour cream. Sour cream will give it the fluffiness. Also, it would add a flavor content to it and cut down on the cholesterol and the calories. We're gonna whip that up and make sure you can always adjust the flavors, add more honey if you want to, or cinnamon. You don't have to use a nutmeg. And then you can put this back in a baking dish and bake it for about 10 minutes to make your baked sweet potato. and you can leave out the marshmallow. Now, to finish covering the healthy tips, I said reduce your sodium. The second thing you want to do is you want to trim your fat. Now, trimming your fat, what you want to do, you want to use butter. If you're going to use butter in moderation, right? We know 1 teaspoon of melted butter is 100 calories. So stay away from using the stick butter in everything that you cook. Also, if you're going to use fats and oil, you want to go with an unsaturated fat. That would be like your olive oil or canola oil or any oil that's liquid during room temperature. And when it's cold, you want to stay away from the animal fats. Second thing you want to do, like we did in this recipe, you want to substitute the sugars. You want to stay away from refined sugars like white sugar. If you're going to use a sugar, you want to go with the honey, molasses, pure cane syrup, but you want to use it in moderation. And the reason you want to use that because you want to receive the nutritional value in the foods, right? The last thing is nutritional value. Most people sit at the table or sit during the holiday, they sit with a pen and paper and they count their calories. I recommend that you don't focus on counting your calories. Count the nutritional value. Focus on the minerals and the vitamins in everything you prepare. That's what you want to focus on. And for these recipes, you can go to my website at timsadler.com. And also you can go to my website and purchase your seasoning, and we'll make sure that you have a healthy holiday with Chef Tim.
All right. So thank you, Chef Tim. We certainly appreciate all of your information, and we're going to try some of those new recipes. I would really like to invite the participants to put some of their questions about certainly any of the presentations that our speakers have placed here on the website so that we can put them in the chat so we can begin to answer those questions for you. Certainly, Dr. B, did you have any questions, or are there any on your side? Okay, that we can begin to answer. We also have Dr. Morrow, who is going to be joining us from the Texas Southern School of Nutrition, and he will be available to answer questions as well.
I did have a question. Someone asked a question about getting started with the juicing. What is the cost?
Okay, so can we go to, certainly, I was hoping that we could get our juicer back on, but certainly in the instructions, we can go to her website, okay, and review it. Certainly they are available to help you with a small kit, okay, for starting up the juicing, and they try to keep the cost as minimal as possible. Certainly, I mean, we're talking about fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, okay? They are not markedly expensive compared to a lot of the other things that we spend money on. So, you know, it is a sacrifice. It's something that we haven't done, okay, in the past, but certainly in the long run, it's going to make a great difference in our long-term health. So it's not markedly expensive at all. And hi, Dr. Morrow, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Okay, and certainly I think that people will enjoy it. Certainly it is an opportunity to allow the bowel to actually empty, and many times because of the ways that we eat, the fact that we don't eat on a regular basis, that we eat large meals at very late times, it causes our bowel activity to be extremely slow. And certainly putting in all of these fruits and vegetables that they're talking about from the healthy plate, as well as juicing, will help us to eliminate the things that are in our bodies and help to get those toxins out. And it'll give us a lot more energy,
Absolutely.
Dr. do you have anything to add?
Did I have anything to add?
Dr. Morrow, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And I want to thank everyone. I want to thank New Light for putting on this wonderful program. I'm very excited that people are excited about nutrition. As a nutrition professional, when I went into nutrition in 1997, that's when I graduated from undergraduate at the University of Houston, and I became a registered dietitian in 1998. There are very few people of color in nutrition, period. And even today, in terms of African Americans, only 3% of registered dietitians who are African Americans. That's across the whole United States of America. And then in terms of those with advanced degrees who are registered dietitian and who have advanced degrees is very, very, very limited. So I'm excited to see how many people are excited about nutrition. And I was thinking as we were preparing for the presentation today and listening to all the presenters today, I want to remind us collectively of a few things. There are nutrition, poor nutrition, and lack of physical activity is the second leading cause of death in America.
Yes.
Leading actual cause of death. Mm-hmm. So if you look at them, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, those are the causes of death. But the actual causes of death are the things that you do that bring about those conditions. And the second one is poor diet and lack of physical activity. Yeah. Now, in particular, in the African American community, we are faced with several health disparities, a number of them. One, we're disproportionately affected by obesity. We're disproportionately affected by chronic kidney disease. As a matter of fact, Black males get chronic kidney disease at 3 to 5 times the rate as Caucasian males, and it progresses to dialysis or end-stage kidney disease much more at a much higher pace. We're disproportionately affected by diabetes. We're disproportionately affected by heart disease and lipid or cholesterol disorders.
Yes, sir.
We're disproportionately affected by hypertension. And the one we don't hear a lot about, and I'm doing research now on, is how we're disproportionately affected by sleep apnea. We don't focus on sleep apnea as much as we focus on diabetes, heart disease, hypertension. But sleep apnea is not only are African Americans disproportionately affected by sleep apnea, it's underdiagnosed in the African American community. And all of this goes back to nutrition. Okay. And when you read in scripture in Corinthians, and it talks about plants and seeds and eating from the natural things that come from the earth, this reminds us that everything we need to be healthy exists in nature. And the closer we can take our food intake back to the way it exists naturally, the better results we're going to get for our food. The more we eat processed, refined foods that the nutrition has been taken out of through the processing, and the food has been filled up with refined sugars and a whole lot of additives and preservatives, the more of those things we consume, the more we're going away from the way foods exist naturally. And those types of food are not going to be as healthy for us. As I finish, I'm doing an article right now. I'm writing an article called African Americans, Immunity and Nutrition, where I'm looking at, especially in the midst of COVID-19, I'm looking at the particular vitamins and minerals that are essential to the immune system, that are essential to the immune function. We know that nutrition is a major support of the immune system. And we know that certain vitamins and minerals like vitamin A, B6, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, folic acid, copper, iron, zinc, and selenium, all these foods are particularly important in immune function. But when we look at the intake of these foods in the African American community, we tend to have inadequate intake of folate, vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin D. And in some groups, iron and zinc. So even in the midst of the COVID-19 virus that's disproportionately affecting our African-American communities, nutrition plays a big role in your immune function, so that if you get exposed to COVID-19, perhaps your chances of getting the infection or the severity of the infection can be decreased by eating healthy and making sure you get the right vitamins and minerals. And I think the presentations that we heard today go a long way in helping us do that.
Thank you, Dr. Morrow. Certainly, I would agree that certainly us making sure that we are eating healthy and getting in the foods that we need along with the vitamins will make a big difference in our immune response for COVID-19. I would really encourage people to make sure that they get their flu shots as well during this time, because that will help to prevent their or decrease the severity of any illness associated, especially during the time of this pandemic. Let's look again. And Dr. B, are you still with us? Any other questions that we have on the website?
I saw a question. Someone asked about the substitution for sugar. Is using Splenda or Truvia okay, or is better to use honey, as Chef Tim had mentioned?
Yeah, I think that, and this is just my personal opinion, I think that staying away from anything that is man-made, okay, is going to be better for our system. You're going to be able to process it a lot better. The reason people are interested in staying away from sugar, they're trying to bring down their caloric intake. But a lot of times the foods that they're eating, they're breaking down carbs, okay, which are all breaking down to sugar. All of your food is broken down in sugar. So the biggest thing is to look at that healthy plate, okay, that they were showing you earlier, and making sure that a large majority of your food is fruits and vegetables. It's not what we normally see, at our holiday dinners, which is like 2 meats, okay, and potatoes and dressing, and we're laying on all these carbs, and that's where our sugar comes from. And then we have 2 or 3 desserts. That's why we wanted to do this presentation, so we can move away from those things and to something that is much more healthy. But certainly honey is better. I mean, there are lots of man-made things that are there, but staying away from, and if you need a little something, there needs to be a little sugar in the recipe that you're cooking, certainly a small amount. It is volume that makes the difference, okay, in most of the things that we're doing. Okay, but we're not so much counting calories as we're counting nutrition and the food groups that you're getting in. And if we are moving away from things that are high in fat, okay, and high in sugar content, okay, and that means breakdown, then we're going to be decreasing our cholesterol. You're going to be decreasing your triglycerides. That's going to drop down your risk for diabetes. We're going to be decreasing the amount of salt in your diet. That's going to drop down our risk for hypertension and stroke. We're going to decrease our risk for abnormalities in the bowel. That's going to drop down our risk for different forms of cancer. All of those things are going to start to go down. And that's why nutrition is so important. That's why understanding the things that Dr. Mara is talking about, the things that he's trying to study about us particularly, is so important, because we have to realize that we can stop this. It does not have to be in our community. We do not have to have the shortest lifespan. We do not have to lead the list in diabetes or in transplants, or the need for transplants or dialysis. That does not have to be in our legacy to our children and our children's children.
Amen.
Yeah, if I can make just briefly a couple comments on that answer. I think we all have to get a checkup on our metabolic system, because when we're overweight, whoever's suffering from that condition, and even as a dietitian with a doctorate degree in nutrition, and I have a master's degree in exercise, I was obese with all that information. I was obese, but I wasn't practicing it, so when I started practicing it, I lost a significant amount of weight. I'm no longer obese. I started actually practicing what I was preaching. But in my study, I learned so much about how carrying excess weight affects the way our body processes carbohydrates, because our cells become resistant to insulin. And insulin is a fancy word, but insulin is just the tool that our body uses to take sugar out of our cell and put it into the blood. So any foods that we eat that gets turned into sugar in our body can increase our blood sugar level, which subsequently can cause a problem if we have issues with how our body deals with sugar. So the next time you go to your doctor, if you're overweight, make sure that you have them check your A1C, which is, and just tell them to take the 90-day test for blood sugar to make sure you're not having blood sugar abnormalities. Second, yes, honey, when your body breaks honey down, your body breaks honey down to sugar. So if you are a diabetic, or if you have impaired the ability for your body to process sugar, it's not a one-for-one substitution. Honey may be more natural than refined sugar, but chemically, once your body breaks it down, it's going to see it the same. Now, I just went through a whole process talking about how to why to avoid processed and refined foods. However, sometimes, like if you have diabetes, there are some naturally existing products like stevia. They come from the leaves of plants. It's a naturally existing sweetener that you can sweeten food with and get that sweet taste without adding all the calories that Dr. Mott was talking about. So there are some formulations of sweeteners, because when your body tastes sweet, it's only tasting a chemical structure. Sugar has a certain chemical structure. Sugar substitutes have a chemical structure. So I would gear people away from the more artificial sweet sugar replacers and more toward those natural sugar replacers like stevia. Now, there's another one that's not as natural, but in terms of controlling your blood sugar, I still think it's a good option. That's xylitol. And xylitol, if you're gonna switch out for sugar directly, xylitol is a good option, because the way your body processes xylitol, it doesn't process it in such a way that it breaks it down and your body sees it as sugar, as it does with sugar, molasses, brown sugar, and a lot of the other naturally occurring sugars.
Thank you.
Thank you. There was another question. They put it up, but then they took it down. So if you could put that question back up again. It says, is it true that your body can only break down 400 calories per meal, which is why some recommend meals should be 400 calories and snacks 200 calories?
Dr. Morrow, you want to?
No, that's not true. Your body would, however many calories you eat at a meal, that's how many calories your body absorbs, right? So there's going to be some inefficiencies, but in general, if you eat an 1,800 calorie meal, you're going to get 1,800 calories.
That's right.
Part of the, and then again, we're all individuals. One of my practices, I do an obesity management practice with an ENT doctor, and he refers me all of his sleep apneic patients who are obese. And what I've learned through years of practice, we're all individuals. For some people, something like intermittent fasting is wonderful. You lose weight, you get control of your blood sugar, you get control of your lab values, but for others, it doesn't work. So the whole idea behind eating small, frequent meals is, if you eat a small meal frequently, you're going to, one, you're not going to get as hungry between your meals because you're putting something in your stomach every 3 to 4 hours. Your physiologically, it takes your stomach 4 hours to empty. So if I eat a small meal every 4 hours, I'm going to avoid these hunger surges, and I'm not going to overeat at a meal. The second thing is, you can only absorb so many vitamins and minerals at one time. Now, that's true. Your body can regulate and you can absorb more, but if I only give my body one chance, I can only absorb the vitamins and minerals in that meal. But if I eat more frequently throughout the day, I give my body a better opportunity to absorb vitamins and minerals. So in that way, that's true, but not in terms of calories. If you go out to right now, you go to McDonald's, you get a Big Mac, supersized fries, and a soda, and you get 1,800 calories, your body's going to absorb all 1,800 calories.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know. You kind of answered the last question within that question about the frequent meals. Is it better to have 6 meals than 3 meals a day? So you kind of answered that already.
Yeah, Dr. B, we sent out a handout, and it was distributed as people came on to give them an idea of the different types of meal styles that people do, okay, what they actually involve. Because people will, certainly diet centers, there are a lot of things that people get involved in, and certainly they try them. But the pros and cons of them are also listed there so they can get a better understanding. But the objective is just to stay with the food groups that you know are needed for your body, for the energy that you need, and to keep you healthy, and to certainly pair that with your exercise on a regular basis. And if we can get that in, then we can do just like Dr. Morrow says. We don't have to have the end result, which is the hypertension, the diabetes, the heart disease, because we change the diet, which changes everything in our lives.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
I think it was great information. Thank you all for being a part and participating. And as Dr. Mott said, when you register by texting Be Health to 71441, Be Health to 71441, even if you're watching right now, if you text that right now, then you can get that information. And I think Destin also kind of put it in the link as well, of all the different diets and the different ways of eating that's available. And then, of course, support those persons who are on, get information from them, go to their website and get that information as well. So it's been great, Dr. Ma. We did it in an hour and a half.
Okay, well, we did pretty good because we had a lot to talk about. We had a lot to talk about. Yes, certainly food is a big deal for us. Okay, and for most people, and it should be, because it's a family time and it's time to share. But I really want to encourage people to sign in for next month, because we're certainly going to talk about mental health. And during COVID-19, we need to talk about what is going to happen. What are we going to do? Because COVID-19 is not over. And we want to make sure that certainly as Bees Girls and Sassy Ladies and our families, that we're making sure that everything goes well for them. So we're going to talk about how we can make sure that our children are doing well during this time, and what we need to do, what we need to recognize, how we can do well, keep the families well, and move on into our holidays and into the other times, because God is with us. He knows what we are going through, and he knows how to make sure that we do well. And yay, Biden.
Yes, I saw that. It got it. It finally, after all these days, we finally got it.
God is good.
Yes.
God is good. Thank you so much, Dr. B, for allowing us to do this. And we certainly appreciate the opportunity for the Missouri City chapter of Links to be a part of B Girls Foundation and their Sassy Ladies.
Absolutely. And we look forward to next month. And remember, go ahead and text Be Health to 71441 right now so you can get the information, and we'll send you reminders so that you can be on with us on the first Saturday in December at 10 o'clock a.m. All right. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Bye.